Friends, can you hear that?
Kraft!
Yeah, it's happening again. It's been years, but I knew this would happen again. Yes, a great disturbance. A new Fragrance One fragrance has been announced.
Power! Strength!
That's right, guys. A new Jeremy fragrance, Fragrance One Fragrance One has been announced. We're gonna be talking about that today, along with a whole bunch of other things. Yet another Club de Nuit release, a new one. We've got a new Coach for Men release, another 212 VIP fragrance, and also, last but yeah, kind of least, a Karl Lagerfeld. Just doesn't have quite the same impact, does it? That's right, it's time for another This Week in Fragrance, where I talk to you guys about some upcoming scents that you have to look forward to. Most of this info is pulled from iFragrance Official, but also some from Scent Advice. Both will be linked in the description below. Check those websites out if you want more information on upcoming releases as they are announced. Where do we start, guys? Well, let's do a little teaser first, a little appetizer. So the last time I did one of these videos, I let you guys know about an upcoming Stronger With You fragrance, Stronger With You Sandalwood. This is, of course, a Middle Eastern exclusive release, like all the other note Stronger With You fragrances that came up before it, talking about Stronger With You Oud, Stronger With You Leather, Stronger With You Tobacco, Stronger With You Amber, and now Sandalwood. And also, the word on the street is that Stronger With You Oud, Stronger With You Amber, and Stronger With You Leather discontinued. I can't tell you that that's true with 100% certainty, but that is what people are saying right now, and I have noticed that they've become much more difficult to find. I only say that because if you really love those fragrances and you see them for a decent price, maybe you want to scoop up a bottle. But yeah, Stronger With You Sandalwood. I brought this one up, but at the time, there was really only the name, the picture. No write-up, no notes, but now we have that, so I'm going to share that with you really quickly. That way you get the full picture of Stronger With You Sandalwood. Discover the true essence of power and freedom with this daring yet cozy new fragrance. Stronger With You Sandalwood is a rare blend of notes that mirrors your outstanding personality and emphasizes confidence. I'm really glad that they think I have an outstanding personality. Thanks so much, Emporio Armani. Apparently Sandalwood is the mirror of us or something. The scent is highly powerful and long-lasting to grant you a presence that demands immediate attention and unmatched charm. A mesmerizing blend of fiery pink pepper, juicy bergamot, aromatic lavender, and sandalwood, which is an exquisite choice for men who seek a modern and outstanding outlook on both their fragrance choice and fashion. So not a surprise that it would be highly powerful and long-lasting, because that's pretty much all the Stronger With You fragrances, right? And I had said at the time when I said, you know, this is what's coming out, but I have no notes, that it would probably just be, you know, essentially how the other ones have been done. Stronger With You notes, but hey, look, there's also sandalwood. And that's kind of what's going on. So it has a top of bergamot and lavender, mid of spices and pink pepper, and a base of sandalwood and vanilla. And I would assume, even though it's not listed, it's gonna have that kind of Stronger With You chestnut vibe to some extent. Now, originally, when I first heard about this, I was kind of, not completely lackadaisical on it, but I was like, I don't know if it's gonna hit quite the same way as like leather, oud, or tobacco, or amber for that matter. Like all those notes are, you know, really heavy for the most part, a lot of times very sweet, kind of just automatically works with the Stronger With You DNA. Sandalwood, a lot of times can be a little bit cleaner than those, you know, has kind of a creamy aspect. But where they said here that it comes across cozy, but then also very strong, you know, maybe it's actually a good idea, because maybe it gives us something a little bit different, that twist on Stronger With You, than how the other ones have come across. Maybe it actually stands out a little bit more. So even though that write-up is small and the note breakdown is nothing crazy, I am maybe looking forward to it just a little bit more now. Next up, let's talk about the new Fragrance One fragrance, which of course is Jeremy Fragrance's fragrance brand. Take a shot every time I say fragrance. Haha, just playing, you're dead. So yeah, Fragrance One is his brand. Of course, it's got Office for Men, Date for Men, Black Tie for Men, among other fragrances. And there's not been a fragrance release from Fragrance One since 2020. So going on 5 years. And now the new one is called Most Masculine. So I guess the, you know, situational fragrance thing to an extent is being dropped here. Other than just if you want the most masculine fragrance of all time, I guess that's what this would be. So here's the write-up for this one. Fragrance One Most Masculine is a new fragrance for men launched in 2025 in a limited edition. I'm not sure how limited, but it does say also on the Fragrance One website that it's a limited edition. So here is the write-up. Experience the ultimate dopamine rush and masculine elegance with Jeremy Fragrance's newest release. The limited edition fragrance is the definition of luxuriousness, made for men who are utterly confident, successful, and respectful. This Extrait de Parfum commands immediate attention with its long-lasting trail that announces your dominance and leadership, unleashing the leader within you. So it announces both your dominance and leadership and unleashes the leadership. Feel powerful and seduce everyone around you while asserting your dominance. Most masculine is more than a fragrance. It's a way to dominate. Heck yeah, brother. So that's the write-up from My Fragrance Official. The write-up on Fragrance One's website is slightly different, but carries the same general idea. Designed to leave a lasting impression, this Extrait de Parfum embodies dominance, empowering you to stand out as a true leader. Feel the power as it captivates everyone around you, asserting your presence among men and inspiring a sense of femininity in women. Elevate your essence with this extraordinary scent tailored for the ultimate man. So there it is. It is a new limited edition. In terms of the notes, it says the only note right now is pure dopamine. Whatever that means. Apparently it's so sick that when you smell it, you just get an instant dopamine rush. Also, the photo on Fragrance One's website is like an enormous, most masculine bottle with like AI Mountain Doom behind it. Straight up Nazgul, Sauron is back there. Oof, you don't want to be there. And what is the price for this new limited edition release? $559. Yeah, 559 bucks for a 100 ml size bottle. But that's okay, because on the website you can buy it for 4 interest-free installments or from $50.45 a month if you use Shop Pay. So if you buy it for $50.45 a month, you'll have it paid off in, I guess, after interest, like a year? I'm not sure if they charge interest on that actually, or if it's interest-free. So $560 essentially for a 100 ml size bottle. $5.60 per milliliter. Yeah. Now that's not really new as far as Fragrance One goes. I mean, they are really expensive at full retail, but you can usually get them for a discount. You know, he's always got like these bundles going on and stuff, or price markdowns. But Black Tie for Men at full retail is $350, Office is $250. So this is just like crazy pricey. And I'm not taking any shots or anything like that. Even though it is insanely expensive, it could smell absolutely amazing, but I have no clue. But it's really hard to determine that because, you know, the only thing that you have to go off of at this point is it's crazy expensive and you're gonna be blind buying it off of the idea of it having dopamine. And I'm assuming that the perfumer is still Alberto Morillas, but it doesn't say anywhere, so I'm not exactly sure, unless I'm missing it, which is possible. I just don't see it on the website. Because I know some of the previous Fragrance One fragrances, like the ladies fragrances and I think unisex for everybody, were done by somebody else. But there it is, most masculine. I'll probably buy it, but I'm gonna wait for one of those sales. I'm not throwing 560 bucks at it. Now let's talk about the new Coach. This is Coach for Men Eau de Parfum. So we go from something insanely expensive to something that's probably gonna be pretty cheap when it hits discounters. Coach for Men Eau de Parfum takes its cues from the bravery of embracing yourself fully. Powerful and radiant, this charming amber leathery fragrance starts with an opening of tangy bergamot and aromatic geranium tinged by the sensuality of Saffiano leather. It's more than just a scent. It invites you to embrace the greatness within you. Man, all these fragrances today are just like really uplifting. They're telling us how great we are, how our personalities are fantastic, how we can dominate, and now just the greatness within me. It's like, nice, very positive fragrances today. Note breakdown, really simple here. Bergamot, geranium off the top, leather in the mid, amber in the base. And actually, there have been a number of fragrances that have come out here recently that do feature leather prominently. So it's like everybody all at once was like, hey, what if we put some leather back into these fragrances? But for the most part, the leather is being approached in more of like a, you know, sweet, warm, kind of like supple leather way, not like a harsh black leather, like a very strong leather. It's a little more mellow is what's going on with these fragrances here recently. As I said though, Coach for Men, we know the drill. It's gonna hit discounters, it's gonna be pretty cheap, and by and large, they're really wearable. And to my own personal taste, even though the note breakdown is pretty simple, kind of boring, frankly, I'm looking forward to this one more than green and blue from the other Coach fragrances in the line. Just because something like this, I feel like would be a nice little change of pace. A cheap fragrance that you can wear probably spring, fall, and winter, that if it's done well, is gonna be just a great addition to a lot of people's collections for not too much. And I really like the look of the bottle, kind of all blacked out with that little bit of gold. Looks good. Let's talk the 212, and then we'll talk Club de Nuit, wrap it up with that big old Karl Lagerfeld. Everybody's psyched about that. That's the fragrance of the friggin' week. So this is yet another 212. There's already been one announced for this year, but now another one. They're really hitting us like DJ Khaled style. I guess if they keep making 212 fragrances, eventually they're gonna catch back on again and get super popular again. We'll see. This one is called 212 VIP Black New York Rodeo. Kind of a funky bottle style with all kinds of stars on it. Let's see what it says. I have not read about this one just yet. So we'll learn about it together. Brace yourself and unleash your inner cowboy with 212 VIP Black New York Rodeo. The new limited edition fragrance for men takes its cues from the wildest rodeo nights. Is there like a secret rodeo party thing I'm unaware of? Like, I get the whole rodeo bulls and all that stuff, but the wildest rodeo nights, you're making it sound like there's some kind of other stuff happening there.
After the lights go out, the party begins.
The bottle comes embellished with star studs, harboring an audacious woody leather blend. This refreshing modern twist on the iconic 212 VIP Black will set your wild spirit free and leave behind an intoxicating scent trail. The signature 212 VIP Black bottle is granted an eye-catching design with its stunning star-studded flacon, which invokes the fierce nights of rodeo. I don't know about you guys, but when I think New York City, I think rodeo nights.
Crack that whip.
I'm not saying they can't make a fragrance inspired by whatever they're inspired by. I'm just saying it's kind of a funny match. Note breakdown. Lavender, rosemary off the top, Saffiano leather and absinthe in the mid, vetiver and patchouli in the base. So leather is in, I guess? Yeah, I just feel like there's more stuff being announced right now with leather in it than has been common anyway over the past few years. So it's kind of interesting. Keep an eye on it. If we start to see more and more of that, kind of a trend. So there it is, a little twist, a little change on the 212 VIP scent profile, given an update, a new change of paint. I'll get it, you know, I always do. And hopefully it's very good. I don't have the new 212 elixir yet. I haven't been able to find it. Let me see, I'll Google it right now. 212 VIP black elixir. Nope, not seeing it yet. Whenever it comes out, I'll scoop it up. So I'm on the lookout for two 212s now. All right, next up, it is that new Club de Nuit. Yes, yet another Club de Nuit Intense Man, but this one, Club de Nuit Intense Man Extrait. There are so many Club de Nuit Intense Man fragrances. So now we have the original Club de Nuit Intense, the Eau de Toilette, got the Eau de Parfum, got the Pure Parfum, got the limited edition, got the perfume oil, got the special edition, and now we got the Extrait. And I could be even missing one, I'm not even sure. But there are many Club de Nuit Intense Man fragrances, and here's a new one. So as of right now, no write-up from the brand. I'm sure one will pop up eventually. In terms of the note breakdown, what's listed anyway is basically Club de Nuit Intense Man. Lemon, bergamot, pineapple. Okay, check, check, check. Rose, jasmine, birch. Check, check, check. Ambergris, patchouli, musk. Triple check. Now, Club de Nuit Intense Man is not really a weak fragrance, at least in my opinion. It is pretty strong. I recently actually got in the special edition, the UAE National Day Special Edition, and it was beastly. Big time projection off my skin, great longevity. And now we got an Extrait. I can only assume that it is going to be apocalyptic in terms of projection and longevity, which to be fair, a lot of people are looking for that, especially when it comes to Club de Nuit Intense, but ooh man. Really, it's got like one of two ways to go, right? Either it comes out and it's unbelievably powerful, and then everybody goes, cool. But if it comes out and it's the Extrait and it's somehow weaker than like normal Club de Nuit Intense, it's gonna get flamed. So this is a time where I think people are actually truly gonna be like, look, it better cause my eyes to water, my nose to run. Like, it just better be way too strong. I mean, I'm joking a little bit, but also kind of not. So strength, we're going to be expecting a lot of strength. The other question with this one is, are they gonna be able to make it smooth? And by that I mean the limited edition, the special edition. Generally the more expensive, higher end Club de Nuit Intense fragrances are smoother than the less expensive ones. You know, the opening, not as harsh, just overall has a nicer, fuller scent profile, right? You would assume that this is gonna be more expensive because it's the Extrait. So I'm assuming that when this comes out, it'll probably be the priciest one. Are they gonna be able to present something that is both more expensive and somehow stronger and smells better put together? I think they have to hit on each one of those three things. Because if it comes out and it's crazy strong, but then it smells unbelievably harsh off the top, I think people are gonna go for one of the other ones. But there it is, Club de Nuit Intense Man Extrait. I'm assuming we're gonna see more info on that soon. Let's finish with Karl Lagerfeld Jeans Urban Blue. Now I know a lot of people don't care about Karl Lagerfeld fragrances, but they do actually have some really well done ones for cheap from discounters. And that's where I'd be looking for this one. Discounters in the future, probably 20 bucks, something like that. And if it's well done, like some of the other ones are, then at that price point, it could be worth checking out. I mean, sometimes they even have ones that are like 15. So, note breakdown wise, real simple. Ginger, aquatic notes, silver moss. How nice. And this is the write-up for the fragrance. The House of Karl Lagerfeld is expanding its fragrance collection with Karl Lagerfeld Jeans, a bold new olfactory proposition designed for a generation in search of dynamism and self-expression, and also nice denim. The duo, composed of urban blue and urban pink fragrances, reflects the energy and urban spirit of the brand. Karl Lagerfeld Jeans Urban Blue, a dynamic, modern, resolutely Karl fragrance. Urban Blue has an aromatic, woody fougere structure. The fragrance opens with invigorating notes of ginger, bringing a spicy, luminous freshness. This opening is balanced by a marine heart, evoking lightness and fluidity. At the base, silver moss leaves a subtle, airy trail. Now, of course, looking at that note breakdown doesn't tell you a whole heck of a lot, just 3 notes. And when you look at ginger, aquatic notes, and silver moss, definitely reads like kind of a shower gel type fragrance. Just really fresh, clean, sporty, probably not crazy in terms of depth or complexity. But I have been surprised before and had Lagerfeld fragrances that I thought looked on paper like they were gonna be, what's the word? Trash. Actually turned out to be very nice for the price point. So that's one that I'll keep my eyes open for at discounters for 20 or less. There we go, guys. The fragrances, they keep it coming. Let me know which of these you're most interested in. Most masculine, the new Club de Nuit, maybe that Stronger With You Sandalwood, or maybe the Coach for Men, who knows? I've got interest in all of them, admittedly some at different price points than others, but I'm looking forward to smelling each and every one of those, and I hope some of them work really well for me. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Stay safe out there, take care of yourselves. See you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys.